Why does Counter-Strike Condition 0 not play intro videos in Windows if the installation path has spaces in it? I have Counter-Strike Condition 0 game. Whenever I install it in a folder like C:\folder name and launch the game after installation, the game starts with 2 intro videos. I found those videos inside game installation folder. Both have AVI extensions, but a pretty weird behavior I noticed. If I remove and install game again in C:\folder name, the game works fine except that those 2 intro videos won't play at launch. Pretty weird. To confirm if this is the exact reason, I tried at least 15 times installation of this game with different named folders. Few with folder name with spaces, and few without spaces. And it confirmed that those intro videos won't play if the folder name has any spaces. Those video files have this path, C:\myfolder_name\0/media, or C:\myfolder_name\0/media. The game launch, hl.x, file has path, C:\myfolder_name, or C:\myfolder_name. The game installs properly in both cases but videos play only in second case, i.e., my folder name. Looks like either the game tries to avoid AVI files or some Windows feature forces the game to not play those files whenever there are spaces in folder name. I would ask it on Gaming Say Network, but I strongly feel this weird behavior is just because of space in main folder name and related to those AVI files only. Can there any particular reason for it? Is it because of some firewall/antivirus/UAC protection and rules?
Sounds like a bug in the game where the code opens video without quotes and as such part of the video path is assumed to be a parameter where it really isn't, resulting in an error, and thus the video never plays. Console will probably log an error too. To explain this a bit, in Windows, when you work with paths, you either type it as such, or note the quotes. When you start an external program, for example a video player, the video player may have its argument list as follows. This is an example. Now let's say you have Half-Life as folder name. There's no video called Half without extension, nor does it understand the life_intro.obvious parameter as the video player does not recognize it. Note that Half-Life 1 is a very old game. It was in the era where 8.3 linked file names were still very common.
The underlying issue is that under Windows the callee is responsible for parsing the command line. By convention, the called program expects and gets the entire command line as one single string from the command shell. Programs written for the Linux family of operating systems, by contrast, expect a set of single arguments, corresponding to argv, a job the Linux shells perform by parsing the command line. Separating arguments is simply not an issue for the called program. DOS/Windows programs, by convention, expect the command line arguments as words separated by whitespace. Consequently, if the caller wants to pass a single argument that contains whitespace, like a stupid path with whitespace, that argument must be quoted. The quotes are part of the command line seen by the called program. For a discussion, see this Microsoft article. As a side issue, there is no guarantee that the callee handles quotes at all. Don't quote parameters gratuitously. In your case, quoting the path argument was forgotten, a bug in the game. Additionally, an entire equivalence group in the module tests was missed. You may know such troubles from your favorite Linux shell. How do I again pass an argument that contains quotes? The user shell is the only program in the Nix world that needs to pass command lines. Programmatically calling one binary from another, by contrast, does not have that issue. The caller simply fills an array of arguments before the exec call, serving single arguments to the callee on a silver platter. It is this ill-conceived combination of an ill-conceived legacy DOS calling convention with an ill-conceived hippie idea, it's Apple's fault! !1 of spaces and path names which precipitates errors like yours. Yes, I know, spaces, and other funny characters, and path names have been around before Apple's adoption, but no sane Nix user would voluntarily name a folder program files. Such nonsense has no right to exist on end-user systems.
If you want to support Hamlet, please consider subscribing.